Are you a brand new real estate agent? Are you thinking about maybe studying for your license? Or maybe you're in real estate right now and you're struggling to even make a commission check. Wherever you are in your career, I'm gonna give you the 5 tips that every brand new real estate agent needs to hear. Welcome back everyone to another video. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Danny Gould. I'm the team leader and CEO of the Selling Silicon Valley Group. To contextualize this video, last year my team did a little over $30 million in production, close to $1 million in GCI. This year we're well on pace to surpass our goal of 75 families served, 75 million in GCI. And these videos really are geared towards helping people who are thinking about getting into the real estate industry. I have a passion for helping new agents. A lot of my team members are brand new. They get into real estate and my goal is to get checks into their pocket within the first 90 days. And so these tips, this advice is the same advice that I would give anyone who is joining my team for the first time. They're brand new in real estate. I have a kid right now on my team. His name is Tony. He's 19 years old and he's going to make 6 figures this year in his first year in real estate. So I have a passion for it. I love it. And so let's get into the video and let's get into the tips. So my first piece of advice for any agent starting in real estate is to drop your ego at the door. You know, so many of you who are watching YouTube right now, you've been conditioned into seeing these Lamborghinis and the models and the this and the that, and you guys are getting into real estate for probably the wrong reasons. And one of the biggest issues that I see with these individuals is their ego, right? The ego is going to keep you from becoming the best agent possible, from reaching your true potential as an agent, and from reaching your true income potential. There are so many reasons why this is the case. I mean, I remember when I got into real estate, I was 22 years old, or 23 at the time, I think. Yeah, 23. And when I got into real estate, I thought I was gonna do it all on my own. I thought I was gonna make $1 million my first year in real estate. And I didn't need coaching, I didn't need advice, I didn't need anyone to tell me what to do because I was gonna make it all on my own. And I can tell you that is the worst possible strategy that you could come into real estate with. The less ego you come into real estate with and the more open you are to having others give you advice and having others give you input and taking that coaching opportunity or taking a mentorship opportunity, learning from other people, not allowing your ego to get in the way of your growth. That is how you are going to succeed as a realtor, and it will help people's perception of you, because in this business, perception is everything. If people think that you're an egomaniac, if people think that you have an ego, if people feel like you are just in it for the money, they're not going to respect you, they're not going to trust you, they're not going to like you unless people will want to work with you. There will be people that want to work with that. They want to work with the cocky individual, but that is a small subset. That is a small minority of the individuals that are out there. And so if you really want to maximize your growth, drop your ego. If you want to maximize your income potential, drop your ego. Got it? Good. Second piece of advice I have for any young agent getting into real estate, it piggybacks off of tip number 1, which is join a team or find a great mentor in real estate. When I got into real estate, like I mentioned before, I was totally against coaching. I was totally against joining a team. I wanted to do it all on my own. Why? Ego. But the smart thing for any new agent getting into real estate is to find someone that can help them learn, whether it be an individual or an entity, like a team. When I got into real estate, I had 3 great mentors. The first one was my manager. He was amazing. His name is Robert Cruz. He's still selling real estate today. He is really one of the greatest real estate minds that I've ever met. And I was really, really fortunate to have someone like that. And not everyone is gonna have that same fortune. I also had a really great family friend who was in real estate. His name was Scott Grant. Him and his wife, Diane, great people, really helped me in real estate when I first got started. And they also, them and their partner, Bonnie, introduced me to my real estate coach. One of my real estate coaches, her name is Lorna. And Lorna was really, truly one of my greatest mentors in real estate as well. And she helped mold me into the salesperson that I am today. Her scripting, her training really helped me understand how to speak like a salesperson without coming off like a salesperson. Well, I said 3 mentors, but really there's 4, because the 4th one was a gal by the name of Lynn. And I actually, 4 months into my real estate career, I had 0 sales under my belt. And at that point, I realized I needed to make a change. And Lynn was hiring agents for her team. And so I went to Lynn and I said, listen, Lynn, I'm not really interested in joining a team, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. And she had all of these Zillow and Trulia leads that she was getting that she wasn't even able to call. She was so busy. She was doing a lot of deals at the time. And so she said, all right, Danny, here's the deal. You're going to get Zillow leads and then you close them and then we'll split it. And that was a great opportunity for me at the time. And so what it taught me was, number one, the power of the team is the training, the systems, and the lead generation. The infrastructure, the people, everything around you when you're joining a team is going to help you sell more. And that's exactly what Lynn did. Even though I wouldn't say that she was running like a huge operation, but she was running at least a good enough of an operation for me to have sustainable lead flow and learn just a little bit from her as well. But the combined mentorship of my manager, of Scott, of my coach Lorna, and then Lynn, those 4 people really helped me get to that next level. Now the thing is that I got it from 4 different people. I had to have this like hodgepodge of individuals really mentoring me in order to get to where I am today, versus if someone joins a team that has sound operations, that has great training, that has great staff, that has consistent lead flow for you. That is essentially what I got from those 4 individuals. And so that's why I feel like if you're going to come into real estate right now in today's age, the individual solo agent model is dying so quickly. And so if you're going to get into it and you want to be solo someday and you want to have your own team, go join a team first and learn how they're doing it. That will accelerate your growth and it will get you to where you want to be so much faster than if you tried to do it on your own. All right, so now on to tip number 3, appointments. If you can get appointments, you will succeed in this business. And so the first thing that I recommend any new agent coming into real estate learn, especially if they're not on a team, because the team will teach you how to do this, but if you're going rogue or you're going solo, learn your scripts on how to set appointments, because those who set appointments will win. I remember when I got into real estate, I was about 6 months into real estate and commiserating with my manager, Robert, who I mentioned earlier in the video. And I was telling Robert, I feel like I'm struggling right now. I'm not getting the amount of deals that I want. I mean, I have like 7 appointments lined up for next week, and I feel like I'm working so much harder than the return that I'm getting. And he's like, whoa. He's like, you have 7 appointments next week? And I was like, yeah, I just started with Lynn, and like I have all these appointments set up, but like none of them are popping. And like last week I met with a few more, and he's like, Danny, I'm going to stop you right there. If you can make appointments like that, you're going to succeed in this business. He's like, this is a long nurture process. You're not going to close the people that you meet today, tomorrow. It's going to take 30, 60, 90, maybe even up to 180 days to close the people that you meet with today. But those appointments set up your pipeline. And so his advice to me was simple: keep making the appointments and the commissions will come. And so that's what I want to emphasize to all of you, is that if you can make appointments, you can succeed in this business. Now, there's a big difference between going on an appointment like a buyer appointment, a bona fide buyer appointment, where you go through the process and explain your value to them, versus going to show them a property. Okay, there's a huge difference there. And so if you're starting in real estate, do not make the mistake of going to show homes without qualifying the client first in person or via Zoom. Especially right now in the COVID world, it's totally okay to do this over Zoom. 30, 45-minute consult, going over the buyer process, going over what they want, going over their needs, their wants, and then finally explaining what you expect from them and what they can expect from you in return. In that process, you're going to find that you close a lot more of the buyers that you meet with if you take the time to meet with them up front. You can visit the link down below for all the information on this new agent training. I host it every single week for people like yourselves, so that you can come in, that you can soak up all the knowledge, and then go convert more buyers and go convert more sellers. All right, so on to tip number 4, which is beware of low-cost brokers. I think a lot of us, when we get into real estate, we might be attracted to obviously money, right? And we want to keep as much money as possible and cling tight to it. I know that there are a lot of options out there, a lot of discount brokerages that say, hey, we'll give you 100% split plus only charge you like a $400 or $500 transaction fee. Beware of those brokers, because truthfully, you get what you pay for. And people that are in that kind of brokerage are not the kind of agents that you want to be surrounding yourself with on a daily basis. You want to go to a brokerage where you're surrounded by winners, where everyone around you lifts you up and makes you want to become the best possible version of yourself. And there's a cost to that, but it doesn't need to be that much. Me personally, I moved my team over to eXp Realty very recently. And the reason I did it was because everyone at eXp is so collaborative. If you know more about their model, you'll know that everyone benefits from everyone else's success. And so it really is the most collaborative environment that I have ever been a part of. And it's really not even that expensive. I mean, the cap is typically around $16,000. And after that, you get to keep all your commissions. So if you are making a decent amount of commission, which you absolutely should be, if you're a real estate agent and you're afraid of paying your broker $16K a year, you're in the wrong business, because clearly you don't see the value there, and you're not going to be making a 6-figure income, period. If you want to get into real estate, you want to be a winner. That's actually not a bad split at all, and you get that collaborative environment. But even if you don't go with eXp, you go with another brokerage, maybe somewhere that's local, go make sure that you talk to the manager, that you talk to the agents that are there, and you see, like, are there people that I can aspire to? Are there individuals at this company that are going to make me a better agent? And if the answer is yes, do it. If the answer is I'm just going there because I'm only getting charged $500 a transaction, good luck. You're not going to be the most successful agent that you possibly could be, guaranteed. All right, so finally is tip number 5, which is my favorite of all of these, and that is don't let the minutia get in the way of your success. My very first day in real estate, I actually went to the Intero holiday party. That's where the brokerage that I started out at. And Intero was founded by Gino Blufari. He is the CEO of Home Services of America now. He is one of the most influential people in real estate. And guess who I got to speak with day one that I got my real estate license? Gino. I mean, it was really a huge blessing, and what a fate, chance of fate kind of thing, where I'm meeting him day one, and there's a lot of people there that know him, and one of the people that I knew there at the party said, hey, come meet Gino. And so Gino and I have actually become very close since then. He's a great mentor of mine, amazing human being. Very selfless guy, and but anyways, first day, I'm just kind of standing there, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't really know who this guy is, and he introduces himself, and he asked me a little bit about me and who I am, and where I came from, and where I grew up, and blah 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 blah, and then I told him that it was my first day in real estate, and he said, Dan, I'm going to tell you something. I want you to remember this, because this is the best piece of advice I can give a new agent. Don't let the minutia get in the way of doing what you need to do. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, what the? I don't know. I didn't get what he meant. Flash forward a couple days later, I'm sitting at my office desk, and I'm working on a marketing flyer for my first geographic farm. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to pass out flyers, and I'm sitting there and I'm creating this marketing flyer from scratch. And I go through 3 days of edits on this marketing flyer. Nothing else. I'm just working on this marketing flyer. And at some point, I hear Gino's voice in my head. Don't let the minutia get in the way of your success. Don't let the minutia get in the way of doing what you need to do. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm looking at this marketing flyer that I'm creating, and I said, oh my God. I said, I'm working on minutia right now. I should be pounding the pavement. I should be making the calls. And so take out Craigslist, look up for sale by owners, make a call, walk them through. I have this very generic for sale by owner dialogue in front of me. Talk to the client. I go through it step by step. And what do you know? First cold call ever. I set the listing appointment with this for sale by owner. Now, obviously I didn't get the listing. I had no idea what I was doing at the time, but that hooked me because that right there showed me that nothing is going to surpass, nothing will beat just getting in front of people. And I was trying to do it the hard way, but at the same time, I was trying to do it the easy way. I was trying to do it the hard way because I was going to make less sales if I worked on the minutia, but it was easier. It was easier because there was less friction. I didn't have to get uncomfortable to get there. And so I realized after my hands were shaking and like palms were sweaty, and I like got off the phone, and my lender Monique was like 2 stalls down from me, and she was like, "That was fucking awesome. I can't believe you just set a listing appointment on your 3rd day." And I'm like sitting there and I'm like, yeah, all part of the plan, you know, just like phone just really just everything just really shaky, and I'm all nervous. I dropped the minutia because I didn't let it get in the way anymore. I was able to go out there and really learn that getting in front of people was going to ultimately bring me success. And that mindset really, I feel, has helped propel me to where I am today. And so if anyone's sitting there right now and you're watching this YouTube video, you know, I highly encourage you, keep educating yourselves, but don't let it get in the way of your success. You got to go out there, and if you're a real estate agent right now, you got to talk to people. You got to find a way to talk to people. And any way that you can find a way to talk to people, do it. Do it. And the more that you do, the more that you will succeed. The more uncomfortable you get, the more conversations you have, the more successful you're going to be. And if you're looking on ways on how to, you know, perhaps find individuals or methods of prospecting, you can join. Again, you can click that link below for that new agent training. It's a weekly training that we host every single week for people like you. So go ahead and click that link below. Again, guys, I am so fired up when it comes to helping people like yourselves get successful, become successful in real estate, because it really truly is an awesome game if you know how to play it. And if I can help you get there faster than I did, all the better. This is Danny Gould, everyone. I'm selling Silicon Valley. Catch you guys in the next vlog. Catch you guys in the next video, not vlog. Catch you guys in the next video, not vlog. Wrong video.